they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Mayegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Mayegun diary, he dey hot like pepper. But every day, then they take money in bulk. Poor man pikin, they the street, they hawk. Still them talk say, make we no talk. But thank God say, Mayegun don't come. So my people make you laugh. Oh yo yo, Mayegun don't come. Oh yo yo, my people make you shout. Oh yo yo, Mayegun don't come. Oh yo yo, Mayegun the command of the masses. Oh yo yo, Mayegun don't come. Oh yo yo, Mayegun diary politico. Oh yo yo. Mayegun làwa mọ̀, àmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun diary, Mayegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará yìí.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. And this is Mayegun Live.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
So let's share the broadcast.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í.
Yes, invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friend. It is going to be interesting tonight. And if you are just joining me, drop your offerings, share the broadcast, and take a seat.
Wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun diary, Mayegun diary, diary politico. Mayegun diary, Godfatherism.
I've got loads of goodies for us tonight that we're going to review all together. We're going to be going from one to another, from here, there, and all that, okay? So it's going to be a long night, and at some point we'll take calls. So get settled. Share the broadcast.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Ọba bá gbé wúrẹ́. Mayegun máa bí.
So what happened is that the time in the UK is the same as the time in Nigeria. So wherever you are watching me from, all you have to know is that we have changed the time of our broadcasts, evening broadcast to 8 p.m. UK time, which is also 8 p.m. Niger time. So you can set your time according to Niger time this time around, okay? And you will not miss it. Bolu, thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. So I'm thinking of where should I start from, because I've got loads and loads of goodies for you tonight. I have Father Christmas Tinubu again. Well, he wants to be president. And he thinks that he can buy it, muzzle you into it, and at the same time blackmail you into it, all for selfish interest of his. However, he went to Kaduna and he gave them 50 million naira. The victims of Kaduna Abuja rail line or train bombing, the terrorist attack. The families of those they kidnapped, 168 of them, have been contacted by the terrorist, which the person that Tinubu went to meet, El Rufaya of Kaduna, claimed that they do listen to the cause of the terrorists. They know their location and they know where they are. They just don't want to go and bomb them because they could have captives. That's the excuse. So the families of those they kidnapped, 168 of them have been receiving calls from the captives of their relations. So demanding for ransom. I don't know if Hel Rufaya of Kaduna will pass the 50 million to the families of those they kidnapped. Turn by Turn Nigeria Limited. Some have been saying there have been fire incidences in Lagos, around Yorubaland, including in the southern Nigeria, that Tinubu has never, ever made any kind of condolence visit, talk less of condolence donation. And some said, well, he's trying to wet the ground where he believes his bread will be buttered even more. So, that's why I said I don't know if I should start from there, or I should take you straight to the story of Sheikh, should I call him Sheikh or Sheikh Imam Nuru, the Nuru Khalid rather, the Akpo Quarters Central Mosque Chief Imam that they sacked simply because he said if the he realized that the only thing that interests the APC, Egbekegbe, Bokwari and gang in Nigeria is election. And he was preaching that if the level of insecurity in Nigeria persists, there is no point in anyone in Nigeria going out to go and vote in order to validate another fraud, which is pretty going to be another killing spree, right? This was his offense. So they suspended him. Then they sacked him. So I'm thinking we should start from there, or should we just go straight as well to Wike, the man that also want to be president, and they spoke for about 8 minutes, and all he spoke about was to crush, fight, bully, this, that, if they make him their president. There's a lot on our table tonight, and I think before others join us, let us hear from Sheikh Nuru Khalid, the man that criticized Bokwari. They didn't like it, and they got him sacked. Let me see if I still have that clip, which I think I do anyway, so there's no point. So sit back, relax, and listen to this.
I talk within the mind of Nigerians. You conversed, and you carry the matter go media. Instead of you to leave them inside mosque, say, Imam, I don't suspend you. Carry your thing, worker. If I no agree, you fit carry and go media. And you go talk thing for media. Me ma go talk for media. My name be Muhammad Nuru Khalid. Then they call me Digital Imam. This preaching where I did for that mosque, many people don't hear them. What I talk be say, we Nigerians, no they happy with the president and the presidency for what happened for Kaduna trend. We're not happy as it happen. Always people are dying. And we want them to do something quick. And we don't they observe say, now only vote, now they worry them. So if they know quickly do something about security, we the masses go say, if no security, no vote. So this is what I did, where vex them. They said they suspended me. For what now? For saying no to killing. That is what happened. But now I hear say they want reconcile.
That statement where they say, then say you no show remorse regarding your preaching. You get anything to talk about that statement?
Well, I go say maybe they don't understand me. But before I talk, now the chairman first talk. If they don't want me to go to media, why they quickly carry the matter go media? Now me first carry the matter go media. Now them carry the matter go media. So they want me to keep quiet, make them talk anything they like for media. And me, as person, I know if it talk, I be slave. Because I want be Imam, so I go turn to slave. Not be so. Everybody has his right. So it is my right. If they don't want me to talk to media, make them not talk my name for media.
So you know the verse saying in talk, say you no show remorse.
How go show remorse? What I did for the first time? I didn't commit anything. Ask Nigerians.
This committee, you think say they get right to do what they do? Like say, make them suspend you?
Well, we there for the time where we dey live in Nigeria as if we are living in a jungle. If you get power, now you get right. If it is right, that chairman wey talk am, not be committee talk am, na chairman. And they no sit down, discuss with members. But they don't do am, me, I come respect them. I carry my preaching, come here, they do am. I don't find anybody trouble. I went to the official residence today to do some things. Time of prayer come. There is small mosque. By virtue of being Imam there, I'm the Imam of the small mosque. But I call cleaner of the mosque, say, come lead prayer. Today I no be Imam. He won't cry. I say, no. This Zuhur, I know they find trouble. I'm a peace person. But don't push me to the wall. I dey call for peace. All Nigerians know me. They call me peace ambassador.
As you dey like this now, the thing where they don't put your name for media, it vex you?
No, it don't make me more popular. No being carry you come here. Before BBC Pidgin, no be only during Corona when I come tell me, say, the Imam where they use internet. But now, waiting carry you come. No be them push you come here. So, they don't make me popular with that. And many important Nigerians where I know they call them for phone. Today they call me, say make I no worry. That I dey stand for people. Make I no worry. Make I do them small. That is what I like. If you call me, say, Malam, make you dey do them small. We know na truth we dey talk. That one na good. But you dey open eye for me, say make why are they attack? Who are they attack? Are they attack bandits now? Are they say bandits are killing Nigeria? And are they attack negligence? People where they neglect their work. In that video, I started with citing a House of Representative member who mentioned the whole money where they do gada with it in the military or in the security. Why they no go call them? Say, why did you talk about that?
Now, we dey hear say they don't give you another job for another mosque. Where be this place where we there?
Not be here.
Okay.
Now another mosque here. You see this mosque? It's in front of my residence. You see them. But they can't give me another mosque behind CBN quarters here. You hear? Somebody want build Islamic center there for me. This plan day before this thing start, but as he hear that that kata don't start, he now quickly completed the mosque. Say make I start am this Friday.
Okay, how you?
That is where the situation is at present. The offense of the man was because he said the president has failed. That people keep dying and dying. But he now realized that all they care about is election. So they sacked him. They will likely still arrest him because he's in a Boko Haram gang. This vindictive, cold-hearted jihadist in government of Nigeria. They will still probably arrest him. He's going to be under surveillance and watch. And they're going to say, because you know what? The first person to condemn him was another sheikh. That is a Sheikh Osama bin Gumi. He said the statement from this man that Buhari has failed, that terrorists are killing people, that statement is worse than the terrorists bombing here and there or, doing their business or kidnapping. So they may still pick him up on this issue of Kaduna. Let me show you something. This may be like a sort of a cartoon, right? But it is very, very self-explanatory. You have been hearing about Kaduna. Southern Kaduna, attack in Kaduna. 20 people killed. 40 people killed. This killed, that killed. Do you know that Kaduna, the way the northern military elite, the northern military dictators who ruled Nigeria for 47 years of Nigeria's 62 years existence, they moved all the important military base, all the security base in Nigeria, they moved them to Kaduna for a reason, because Kaduna is like the Pentagon of Nigeria. How many of you have read about Pentagon in America? Now there that they make all the decisions if America won't enter any country or sell weapon or not sell weapon and all those places. So the generals, all the generals in America, Air Force, all of them, Pentagon. Anyway, that is what Kaduna should have been. That is the same Kaduna that the terrorists have wreaked havoc since 2015, since El Rufaya of Kaduna became their governor, since APC, Egbekegbe, became the government of Kaduna. Don't ever forget that. In Kaduna, you have the Nigerian Police College. In Kaduna, you have the Nigerian Navy School of Armament. In Kaduna, you have the Army Operation Base. In Kaduna, you have the Nigerian Army Depot. In Kaduna, you have the Nigerian Army School of Artillery. In Kaduna, you have the Nigerian Defense Academy. In Kaduna, you have the Armed Forces Command Staff College. All of these, the terrorists just strolling into those places, attack them. Soldiers, they run. So think about this. Imagine everyone with guns in America, or every group in America, decided to invade Pentagon. And they could do that anytime they want. And to this day, no single person has been arrested or prosecuted for any of those crimes in Kaduna. So, they decided to use their terrorist groups to weaken Kaduna, bring in the terrorists, and at the same time, weaken your military, whatever is left of them, completely. And they are doing that unchallenged. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? There is no state No other state out of the 36 states, not even Abuja, has the presence of the military, the air force, the defense, the this or that, like Kaduna State. And it is the same Kaduna where the terrorists walked in, kidnapped hundreds of school children, kidnapped hundreds of college students, and they keep them for months. It is the same Kaduna that the terrorists invaded the the Nigerian Defense Academy in Kaduna. They carted away weapons. They still did attack on the military in Kaduna just 2 days ago. So I just thought I should tell you. Okay? So it is that same Kaduna that has now become the controlled territory of the terrorists. Look at this. I think I have something covering it. Yeah. Look at this picture very well. The supposed defense states, if Nigeria come under attack from any foreign attack, yeah, as Nigerians, all of the efforts, the movement of military personnel, hardware, and everything to combat any invader from any angle comes from Kaduna. Now that territory is now controlled by terrorists. You cannot travel by road. You cannot travel by rail. You cannot travel by air. And as it be now, I don't know what is astrally so, but what they have is that the terrorists are the ones who give permission onto if your journey is going to be successful or not. Nigeria defense is destroyed. That is why we keep reminding all of you that with the damages done by the Fulani elite, Hausa elite, and Yoruba elite, Igbo elite, and every elite from every tribe that is partner and part of this whole nonsense, they may not have an idea that election is not what should be on their own, should be their concern. It is the fact that Nigeria is now in the hands of terrorists. So we cover all routes in and out of Kaduna. Buy your ticket here. What is the ticket to travel out of the Nigeria defense states? Ransom. As Nigerian, you pay what? Ransom. Now, look at it. Look at this picture again. You see? Boko Haram decided to play dumb when terrorists took over Kaduna. But before they took over Kaduna, which El Rufaya helped them, before they took over Kaduna, the Buhari idiots, the Sai barbarians, who once told us that the body language of Boko Haram chased away Boko Haram, only for them to resurface, and they turned to Fulani terrorists. And you know the story. Even when those who are shouting that Baba, they are killing us, Baba, look, a terrorist, he said, I will protect you. Baba, look, a terrorist is trying to shoot us. He said, I assure you, we know who they are. Bang. Person where they point, say terrorists, they want shoot, terrorists want shoot, Baba, they want kill us, Baba, they want kill us, finish. Bang. Gone. Reality of northern Nigeria. Now, to call Mr. Father Christmas, who is now trying to help them. After bringing Boko Haram, which couldn't save or protect the North anymore, for 7 years, the business of terrorism in Nigeria escalated. it became a multi-billion dollars industry. Tinubu and gang who want to lead Nigeria, they decided to play a dumb and in fact turn blind eye. Now that Nigeria is korofo, kọlu.
nígbà tá à ń gbàdúrà ká bọ́ lọ́wọ́ òkú ayé kan tá a sì ń wò páǹbọ̀ ń bẹ̀ lọ wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́ ìwọ ọlọ́run kí lẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wa lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà gan tó tún wáá gbé kọ́ọ̀lù mìíràn bọ̀ kọ́ọ̀lù burúkú lélẹ́yìí abẹ́ ìbí ṣe à ń wò bíi kọ́ọ̀lù.
Kọlu decided that he would go to Kaduna and assure them that he will build on Boko Haram's legacy and he will defend them. This is a man that never, ever, and would never take a bow, an innocent slave bow like this, for any crowned king in Yorubaland. Even though he might have decided to start showing some respect to them, he knows where his bread will be buttered. Now, from the northern oligarchs, excuse me, who couldn't protect their own people. Now, Kolu is there as the Father Christmas, not only to assure the people of Kaduna, he was there with his check, should I say his checkbook, to make the dash as usual. But before he traveled to Kaduna, he was meant to have his 70th birthday. For some of you who don't know, he turned 70 just a few days ago. And there is a charade they always put together for him, which is called Tinubu Colloquium, where everybody will come to sing his praises. And they will take over all of the newspapers, media everywhere, celebrating Kolu. So it was meant to celebrate, but because is possibly worse than Boko Haram, he said when he got to a place where they want to celebrate him, they told him about Southern Kaduna, which happened days before his proposed 70th birthday. Anyway, he decided to postpone his birthday right at the venue because he was hearing about Kaduna at the venue of his birthday. This is what he had to say. No joke.
I want everybody to please have your seat or remain standing as you may wish. But today is supposed to be a very joyful 70th birthday of mine, living on earth. I've this morning given thanks to God Almighty for being able to survive to this age, despite all odds and rascalities. I've just been informed since I've been back and forth with prayers in the morning, I didn't pay attention to the news. And I've just been informed of a very sad incident in our country. Very sad indeed that over 60 people and many more were killed and bombed on the train between Kaduna and Abuja just last night. That is a very serious incident about the security of lives in this country. And it calls for a very serious, sober reflection. To me, to be here, celebrating, dancing, and enjoying myself doesn't show enough concern of a statesman as a senior citizen of this country. I will urge the two clergies who are here present to continue to pray, and every one of you to go home and pray. This event should not be holding. I've consulted with the people you see around me here, and they've agreed with me. I'm being a very highly committed Democrat. I have subscribed myself to their suggestion that they agree that this event be canceled. We pray for the souls of those who have departed prematurely. We pray. We ask our Imam and clergy to please pray.
Sorry, my people. I know. I just wanted you to hear that, okay? Because obviously he's just going to be blabbing back and forth. But, well, you got to know about it late. I am a committed Democrat. If you have to continue to remind us that you are a committed Democrat, that means you are not a Democrat. Do you get that? If you keep reminding us, because we know it's not, right? Anyway, he decided to go to Kaduna to go and do Father Christmas, like I said, 50 million for the account. Yeah. How did they say that word? Let me see. Okay, I think I found it.
The national leader of the APC was in Kaduna to sympathize with the state government over the attack on Abuja-Kaduna train. Asuwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu expressed sympathy to the victims, describing the act of terror group as barbaric. He said those who attacked the train deserve no mercy in dealing with them. Tinubu called for coordinated military action in rescuing those abducted by the bandits.
Whatever happened to Nigeria happens to all of us. We are facing the current challenges seriously, and we have to do more. We need to fight the terrorism with all aspects of our energy, whatever we have. Once it happens to one, it happens to all.
These are human challenges, and they can be solved by human ingenuity. I pray for God to choose what is best for Nigeria so that we'll be a better, united, progressive, and exemplary country that is fair and just to everyone.
While in Kaduna, Swajibola Ahmed Tinubu paid a costly visit on a renowned Islamic scholar, Sheikh Dair Usman Bauchi, and appealed for more prayers for the country to overcome its challenges. In Kaduna, Umar Jingi, NTA News.
You see, then he gave them 50 million. They didn't report that, don't worry. You have possibly read that out there. So many of you have your questions and why you are like, you see, that is what desperation can be. And some said, no, he's doing his job. He wants to be president and the rest of that. Okay. But that is a man that will never, ever, ever publicly acknowledge the destruction of Yorubaland by Bokwari and his Fulani jihadist brothers and sisters from wherever they brought them from. Because that's exactly what happened. They destroyed Yorubaland. You know, that's exactly what you should also know too. They weakened Yorubaland since they brought this APC Egbekegbe in, and I will explain that to you. They destroyed Yorubaland and weakened us economically, and they also weakened our defense. We could put an army together and push back any kind of invasion from any invaders, trust me, in Yorubaland, conveniently, smoothly, no noise. But when APC Egbekegbe came in, the APC Egbekegbe that Yemi Oshibajo, the fake Pastor Ruga, is part of, they started disarming our people. They started arresting our people with guns, who have guns, even if they were licensed. At the same time, they what? They shut our border while they opened the northern border to become so porous that the terrorists who are carrying AK-47 on a jihad in Nigeria, ethnic cleansing, and all of that in Yorubaland, we became weaker. If you are found with AK-47, you are considered an enemy of Nigeria, especially if you are not a Fulani terrorist. On national television, a governor from Bauchi State, Bala Muhammad, he said, a Fulani man that is carrying AK-47 is using it for his own protection because people can attack him and take his cows. Therefore, the law that criminalize automatic rifles in the hands of civilians is, the Fulanis are exempted from that. Now, the atrocities of the Fulani terrorists that we have seen and seen them turn to or change to bandits, they are terrorists. We have the indigenous Hausa people who are now coming out to tell us that this is not about religion. In fact, it is an absolute ethnic cleansing in Yorubaland. That is the same report we have been receiving. Our people have been attacked on their farms. Our people's farms have been invaded, and their own farm produce eaten up by cows. Whenever our people put up a resistance, they get butchered. And if they should come back to retaliate and fight back, the entire community will pay for it. Why the terrorist attack? The Nigerian military, the Nigerian security agents, you will never find them anywhere. This is our reality in Yorubaland. Our people are being kidnapped in Yorubaland. and they come out to say their captors were Fulani terrorists who were actually also dealing in organ harvesting, human organ harvesting. If you are unable to pay the ransom, if your family are unable to pay the ransom demanded by them, they will kill you. Not kill you like give you a peaceful death. While you are alive, they will start opening you up and they will start taking your organs when they are still very much alive, cut them out of you, and take them for sale. Horrible things, right? Happening in Yorubaland. Many people who never believed, many people who have been living in denial of this, including Tinubu. Tinubu is meant to be a political figure in Yorubaland, one kind of big voice that other political players across Nigeria should be afraid of, especially the tribe that he represents, the people of Yorubaland that he comes from, right? But he doesn't believe that there are Fulani terrorists killing Yorubas, right? Tinubu, who also witnessed the assassination and the murder of, put it this way, the murder of the daughter of the leader of Yoruba socio-political group called Afenifere, Pafasoranti. His daughter, I want to remember her full name, but I actually call her Olakunrin. You can help me with her name. She was assassinated, or should I say she was murdered by Fulani terrorists just close to Ondo State, Ore. Tinubu traveled to Ondo State to commiserate with the family. Guess what? When he had a chance of speaking to the media, he said, when they told him that this was done, eyewitness confirmed that this was done by the Fulani terrorists who always hide behind their heading in that axis. And Tinubu asked, where are the cows? Now, that is our reality in Yorubaland, which is what is caused by the Fulani president, who will sack anyone that publicly condemn these mass killings in Nigeria. So Tinubu want to be president, is quiet about the killings in Yorubaland. I mean, for those who didn't really quite believe in that reality, until they saw the video of thousands of Yorubas from Yewa in Ogun State who have now become refugees in Pobe in Benin Republic. Our people have become homeless. They have become refugees. They have become destitute. But you know the sad reality, the political class in Yorubaland, they are not presenting it that way. Because they are still claiming that they want to be president or they want to be this or that in 2023. Rather than them come together genuinely to save us, what they are actually hankering to do is to take their own shots at who becomes the president by what? By milking the situation, our own situation, milking it for their own political gain. And one of them too, who is also trying to milk it, is this guy. He wants to be president too.